All right, Two Black, Two Strong, Mega Blast, Asiatic Black in the building, man. We're live in Dallas, Texas, man. South Dallas is going down at the Community Center, man, on Hobson, 114 Hobson. It's going down. This is the first annual Hebrew Community Festival. And I got a brother on the side of me that I just met. I'm about to interview this brother, man, and see what's going on with him. What's going on with you, brother?
How you doing, brother? This is Eleyah Yisrael. It's a pleasure to be here. All praises to Almighty Yah in the name of His only begotten Son through that Ruach HaKodesh.
Yes, sir.
Thank
yes,
you
sir.
for having me. Thank you.
All right. So tell the people a little bit about you, man, and where you come from, man, and where you're going.
Well, I'm from Chicago. An artist. I've been doing music for about 2-3 years, recording. A father, a husband, a true worshiper of the Most High. And, you know, I'm just looking to be a light to our people, really walk the straight and narrow, not just talking, but be a doer of His word. So that's my purpose, that's my mission, that's my goal, that's my destination.
Okay, all right. So now with that being said, man, how long you been in the truth?
I've been in the truth all my life, but I've been of the truth. I've been of the truth for about 7 years.
About 7 years. What brought you into it, man?
My uncle actually, no, my cousin, I'm sorry. My cousin told me about the truth. I was kind of like hesitant, like, man, this sounds like a religion or something like that. You know, it sounded kind of fugazi for a minute, man, but he brought me to the light. And what's so crazy is that I was watching like a white Jesus flick. And I'm like, why in the world they got him white and it doesn't say that in the scriptures? And it's like a light bulb went off, like,
here we
because
go,
he
here
not.
we go, here we go. So I'm glad you touched bases on that, man. I'm glad you brought that up because that's a lot of people's problem out here, man. You know, and then of course, all of us most of us was brought up a certain way, man, and we don't want to let grandma and ma and uncle, granddad's coattail go, you know, dress tail go, because we got that love for them, and you know, we try to measure that up with the Most High, and it just don't measure up. So with that being said, man, I want you to drop a couple of clues, man, on some people on how were you able to get strength enough, man, to turn certain things loose, certain people loose, certain traditions loose, to grasp a hold of the truth, man, and where your balance is, man. How did you do that?
Well, first and foremost, it's through the Spirit of the Most High, truly. And it has to come from a willing mind and desire to want to please Him. When I came, because I was actually a pastor in the Christian church.
Okay.
Quiet as kept. And when it was shown to me who I am and my responsibility and requirements, I immediately went full force. Real force. Like, when people say, like, you can't drop it, like, go cold turkey overnight, that's not true.
Man, that's the biggest lie ever told.
Facts.
Man, I'm talking about that's the biggest lie ever told. Real talk, real talk. We ain't gonna get into that, man. We're gonna keep on moving. But, bruh, please don't believe that you cannot grab a hold of something else, man, namely the truth, and let all worldly things go, man. It's all in your mind. But I was interviewing a brother just a second ago. You got to have your mind made up, and you got to want to do it for self. You can't do it for nobody else, because if you try to do it for other people, you're gonna fail.
Absolutely.
You know, it's no lukewarm in this, man.
Facts.
And another thing I got to keep saying is we all human, man. We ain't nothing but human. This is flesh. You understand what I'm saying? So if you walk in trying to please the flesh and be of the flesh, man, that's a battle, man, that you can't win that battle.
Yeah, it's going to overtake you. I tell you, look, when we look at the scripture, we're talking about moral perfection.
Right.
So we're not talking about practical perfection when I go out and try to shoot 10 free throws and try to go 10 for 10. We're talking about moral perfection. We're talking about not lying, not stealing, loving your neighbor as thyself. Those things can be perfected. You trying to tell me that I have to lie?
Right.
Make it make sense.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
It doesn't. Not at all. So when you grabbed the hold of that, man, did you battle with it for a while? Tell us about some of your battles, man, coming along with that.
My battles was impatience.
Okay.
I was very, very impatient. I had a mind frame where, like, I wanted now.
Right.
It was like being anxious. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't look at it as being evil. It's not right, because it's like this in an event. I'm like, I can't wait to June 5th. Like slow down. You may not even see it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So also with far as Sisters. I had a lust for sisters, man.
Man,
I
that's
lusted
most
for
of us.
sisters.
That's
Yeah.
most of us.
Yeah. So
That's a battle, man. That young brother that I just got through interviewing, he said it weighed on him for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you gain the strength, man?
like I said, I had to look at myself, examine myself truly, and talk to myself. You know what I mean? Sometimes we got to really talk. I'm like, dude, you evil. You are really, really evil, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when I started calling myself the devil,
confessing.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? It
dropping
said,
a bomb, man.
hey, he that hide his sins shall not prosper, but he that confess and forsaken shall have mercy. So that's what I did.
Absolutely. All right, and that's been about 7 years ago. So did anything tragic, devastating happen, man, to where you was like, man, look, this ain't right. I just gotta go in the opposite direction.
It was. I was very double-minded as a young man, and I was actually married, but I was just going in and out of the relationship, man. I was doing a lot of foul stuff, man. I was really jacked up, and I had to really cry out, and I was like, man, I love the Most High, which I really didn't, but I was crying out for help, man. I actually got locked up, not on because of drug possession, but I got locked up because she said that I hit her. That time being in that cell overnight, man, it changed my life.
Wow.
I was crying like a baby.
So that's not for you.
No.
So
not for nobody.
that's another bomb, people. Listen, he dropping jewels, man. I said this with the other brother. We don't have to be behind them walls, man.
Right.
Some of us think that in order to win, you gotta get behind them walls, man. You don't have to do that, bruh. We don't have to do that. Y'all turn that loose, man.
No, yeah, we have to. It's like this, man. Life is who you give it to. A lot of times people say life is what you make it. Life is who you give it to. When you give it to the Most High and you trust in Him, have faith, which is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. We allow ourselves to say, hey, what's the bigger picture instead of the images? People look at images instead of the bigger picture.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? If we look at the bigger picture, we understand that, okay, my goal, my mission, what I need to do, I can accomplish. Because with faith, man, you need to work as well. So
right.
I say to anybody, like, those behind bars ain't where it's at, man. It's not where it's at. It's like you destroying yourself, and you're also dishonoring your father and mother. You see what I'm saying? So priorities is very, very important.
Yeah, fess up, people. Fess up.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, after you got in the truth, man, did you waver? Did you go back and forth? Or did you keep straightforward?
I wavered because in my marriage, I was throwing the scriptures at my wife. I was throwing them at her because it was some little anger issues regarding me. So I would say I wavered. I complained too. I complained. So I'm here, like, even right now, I'm not gonna sit up here and try to act like, oh yeah, I was just straight and narrow. I preach that all the time, like, hey, look. So I learned how to truly, genuinely love my wife, to be authentic, and that's where we at, man. I'm straight and narrow.
Still married.
Still married.
Okay.
Strong.
So was she in the truth before you? How did that work out?
No, she was not in the truth. I met her. She was not in the truth. Beautiful. Okay. Shout out to my wife, Eleyah.
Okay. All right. Did she help you along with your battles?
Oh, true helpmeet. And I'm not saying that because I'm on the radio. She is a true helpmeet. My wife is very, very strong, and she helped me balance a lot of things, man. So yeah.
What was the most important thing that you can remember, man, that she helped you with, and how did you give her trouble with it? Because a lot of times when our women try to help, man, we feel belittled, or we feel small, or we feel some certain type of way, man. Having a woman, being the help that she's designed to be, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of us have a problem with that.
Right. Again, the main thing that I struggle with is impatience, man. She said, slow down. Look, I was like recording music, and when I write down my music, I want to record it immediately. She said, babe, take at least about 2 weeks, learn it, get it down, and then perform it. I said, you know what? You so wise for saying that.
Where did the impatience come from?
I think it's a generational curse.
It is, because I went through it, and I'm still going through it with certain things.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of anxiety issues in our culture is being impatient. You want things, and then plus it's, after the millennium came in, I noticed it well, man. It's the microwave generation. Everything took off.
Right.
And it's still going. It's progressing every day. So if you're trying to keep up with the world, people, you're not going to win. You're going to lose every time.
True.
So, and guard your spirit. When people come around you, that's one of my things, man. Guard your spirit. And I know about that, being a DJ and just being out in the world, man, being amongst a lot of people, man. You pick up a lot of things, man, that you really aren't aware of, and then you weigh with that. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times you be like, I don't know why I did that. You picked it up from somewhere. It's sort of like, when people say that you've been around such and such for so long, man, you starting to act like him. You starting to look like him.
Right.
You picking up their ways, man. It's the spirit you're picking up. But anyway, man, we're going to move on. So continue telling the people about your growth, man.
Again, I'm growing daily. I make no excuses for what I do, what I think. I make no excuses. Yah tells me to be holy, for he is holy. Right. So if the scriptures reminds us that if any man commits sin, he is of the devil. So if I sin, I'm the devil. It's just what it is. I'm looking at perfection, the way that he laid it out, his instructions, line upon line. You know what I mean? So I'm looking every day. It's okay, where am I weak at? Okay, all right, let's talk about that. I even asked my wife, I was like, babe, what'd you see? She'll say whatever. For real.
Right.
Because
and you got to be able to accept that.
I learned how to accept correction.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So when you hear that, when your wife points that out, man, does the little boy in you, or did that little boy battle with you with some of those things?
I killed him.
Killed him.
I killed him. You know what I mean?
How?
So I killed him because I recognize the world that I live in. I recognize that I can't live without the spirit of Yah.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So these
yes,
words
sir.
Can't just be words that I just read. I read it already. I'm done reading. I'm applying what I read. So that's where I'm at right now. So it's dead. Whatever. I made a covenant with my eyes. I'm not looking elsewhere. I'm content with what I have. And these are not just words. They have to measure up with what you're doing.
Yes, sir.
Facts.
Yes, sir. So, everyday life, man, you keep repenting, you keep praying, you stay close to Yah.
Right.
And you make it be exactly what it is.
Fact, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about your music and your musical background.
Yes. Again, Eleyah Yisrael, ELEYAHYISRAEL.
Performing today?
Yes.
Okay.
I've already performed already. All praise to the Mighty. I was super nervous.
Why? What for?
Because this is my first time actually performing. I performed in St. Louis, but it was based off our Hebrew brother let me get a song in. So it gave me a little bit of experience, but I was still super nervous though.
Okay.
So my music, I sing, I rap. I call myself a poet.
Right. Okay.
Preacher.
All right. Did you do that before?
Yes.
Okay. The whole time. How long you been doing that?
I've been doing recording music for about 3 years.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Now, before you started recording music, were you like in the music game back in the day or whatever the case may be?
I didn't have that experience. I was just writing poetry.
Okay. All right. So you was doing that for a while.
Yeah, I was doing that for a long time.
And where you originally from?
I'm from Chicago.
Okay. Chi-Town in the building?
Chi-Town?
All right. Just left Chicago, man. I got a son up that way.
Oh, man. Beautiful.
All right. So when you going back?
I will be going back home, y'all willing, today.
All right.
Flying this is my first time flying too.
Oh man, come on, bro.
First time to fly, first time to Dallas. Yes, sir. Scared.
This your first time in Dallas?
First time. Beautiful.
Is it your first time in the South?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Well, it's a new experience for you all the way around.
Yeah, it is, man.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Ain't no doubt. Well, tell the people how to get in contact with you, man.
All right, you can find me on Facebook at Eleyah Yisrael. You can find me on YouTube, SoundCloud, Eleyah Yisrael. Support. It's just bringing light to the world. It don't have to be drugs. It don't have to be sex. It don't have to be over the love of money, but it can be the praise and the love of neighbors.
Absolutely.
Right? Yes, sir.
All right. Too Black, Too Strong, Mega Blast, Asiatic Black in the building, man. I appreciate you stopping through, bro.
Appreciate you,
and
brother.
many blessings to you, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Stay strong, bro.
Love.
All right,
Appreciate you, brother.
No doubt.